I would think the question every developer wants to ask, and I'm not one, okay, would be, I want to sell my apps. How are you helping me, as a single point of contact in Vodafone, to publish my apps on Vodafone operating company portals?
Okay, I'll just go back to one slide I showed you earlier. That slide there. This is actually a Vodafone which is called a widget distribution tool. So if you upload your widget to Betavine and you follow the instructions, you get it launched in about 5 Vodafone territories at the moment, and that your app will then be distributed to Vodafone customers in those markets. And we are working on the different monetization models.
Which, can you enlighten us on what that could possibly be?
We're looking at various models, including the usual rev share and advertising and that kind of thing. They are not available today.
When will they be? Well, ballpark, this year?
Hopefully.
And can I then set the price?
You're asking, I'm in, as I mentioned before, I'm in.
Yeah, no, you're representing Vodafone.
You're asking me technical, commercial questions.
Excuse me, that's what we're here to understand. Yeah? If we don't get the revenue stream, how can we invest in developing the apps? So, what can I charge? Am I fully flexible in what I charge? How can I ensure I get published? Where am I published? What revenue share will I get?
We are aware of those questions. Yeah, they're not new questions, but you know, I can't talk about the commercial details because I'm not at liberty to do that, sorry.
And which countries are they being published in?
At the moment, they're being published in UK, Spain, Germany, Italy, and a follow-on of the Vodafone countries. Yeah.
Okay. And just widgets or apps generally for Android, for...
We'll focus on widgets now, but in future, other apps.
So why can't I just upload straight to Vodafone Live? What's the benefit of coming through Betavine?
The benefit of coming through a developer portal is that you find out the technical information you need to develop to, the specs and the development kits. You meet other technical people, so when you come into a problem, you can ask questions and get your problem solved. Right. So it's a traditional developer portal that helps you create an app that's suitable for that particular environment.
So is that how you describe Betavine, a developer portal? Yes,
that would. But it's slightly broader than that. Betavine was set up in R&D to look at a broad range of things, hence the open source software, the developer outreach stuff, and also Betavine Social Exchange, Betavine Academy. So it's a broad range of things.
What kind of targeting can you do to reach the right audience? Can you pick a specific demographic, fish out to?
Yes, I believe when you upload your widget here, I believe you can select the countries you want to target. I don't know if you can do any finer granularity than countries.
A million customers, is that a million compatible devices or a million people that visit Betavine to look to download widgets? Or?
So the widgets are downloaded by Vodafone customers in the market, right, via Vodafone phone. Betavine is a developer website, so the customer will not know about Betavine and will not need to know about Betavine.
So where does the million customers?
So that would probably be the number of handsets, target handsets within all those Vodafone territories.
Question about that?
Yeah, it's quite interesting. Obviously Vodafone are an operator, but predominantly up until now all the app development widgets are quite platform specific. You have iPhone apps, they'll be on an iPhone app store, and the widgets are predominantly Nokia at the moment, like your widget platform.
These are Opera widgets, yeah.
Opera, okay. But
run on Nokia Series 60.
Yeah. So really, they're very much tied to device manufacturers, all the apps. So I'm still not sure whether operators should be, or as a developer, you can submit to a Vodafone app store and hit in the UK, rather than say 25% of the capable devices in that country, whereas a device manufacturer-led app store like Ovi is cross-operator. So, I mean, are Vodafone looking at bringing any of the network's advantages of the stuff? Because obviously the stuff that the network can add value to in an app, such as opposed to device-level APIs, so things like location, identity, charging. Are you looking in that remit, or are you trying to compete with the device manufacturers?
I am allowed to answer that question because there was a press release on this a few weeks ago. So we're working with other operators, actually, around the world on something called the Joint Innovation Lab. So you can have a look at www.jil.org. That Joint Innovation Lab is looking to provide a platform that will work across operator and across territories. This, of course, has been our target for the last 10, 15 years, of course. The magic sort of write once, run anywhere sort of concept that we all know is tricky, to say the least. Java promised it at some point, but there are still some issues with write once, test everywhere, I think it's called now. So I understand that the question there in terms of cross-platform, and also the question with regard to network APIs. We've launched a couple of APIs in the SDK, namely charging and location. So a flexible charging model where a developer can put.
That's in the widget SDK, or
that's in the JIL SDK.
Oh, the JIL.
If you go to jil.org, you can find
doesn't
charging.
work on iPhones.
Doesn't work on that. Sorry. Charging and location. And if you go to Betavine, you can find more information about JIL, or go to JIL and there's loads of information on the website.
So Steve, how does the JIL thing and the One API thing kind of interact? Is JIL specifically to try and create a single environment for widget/apps to run across multiple devices, and the One API is about exposing network APIs in a harmonised way across multiple operators? Are they talking to each other? Because I see kind of convergence of, you know, the web running in a runtime environment on the device and needing to call those APIs, as Sam was saying. So are they talking to each other, those two things? Are they?
There are a couple of initiatives to create common standardised APIs, just to make developers' lives really easy, of course. Bondi is one of them. That's an OMTP initiative to standardise the web app APIs on all devices. And there's One API, which is an initiative from the GSMA, which is designed to standardise network access APIs. So in future, in theory, if you have a Bondi API set and a One API set, you can access cross-device and cross-operator applications, which would be great, of course. And JIL is currently it's a joint venture, joint innovation lab between Vodafone, Verizon, SoftBank, and China Mobile. So it's obviously a very big joint innovation lab, and they are looking at supporting things like Bondi and One API.
Has anybody else got any questions? I've got one more question, Stephen. No, the plan is we want as much sort of information to be put out there. We have a live Twitter stream, so if you are going to send Twitter messages about openMIC, then please use this hashtag here. So hash and openMIC. Doesn't matter if it's got uppercase mic at the end or lowercase mic at the end, it'll all be the same. And if you want to see the live stream, then log on here and it'll take you to a live stream with the openMIC comments. Also, the agenda is published Google Docs, so if you want to go to tiny URL openMIC 2 agenda, you can see the agenda, and also delegate list is published there. Most importantly, we need your feedback. Last time we had about 50 attendees in Bath, and we